everybody, and today we are back in Scrap Mechanic Survival. I'm going to be walking you through how to start a survival world in a way that you will become very prosperous. Now, first things first, you want to take your hammer because we're about to go and smash a ton of these crates. Now, quick tip, there are some crates behind the ship that you want to get. There's one even all the way out here. Now you want to move over and pick up the bucket over here. There's a lovely waypoint that tells you exactly where it is. Now, once you pick that up, you will get a notification. And then just press left click on the water, and then it will mark 3 fires for you to extinguish. Now, if you have managed to complete this task, you are absolutely on fire. Or in this case, not. Now, there will be a waypoint that appears over on that burning structure over there, but before you make your way over there, you want to pull out your hammer again and go smash some more crates over by the pond. Now, as we sit here and ponder what we are going to do next, there's a lovely structure right here that we shall go and dismantle. So from here, you want to take all the seeds, the soil, fertilizer, that, and then all the scrap wood. And then also make sure to go grab the bucket and the soil plots that are lying around. Now, also, this tomato is completely useless, so get rid of it. Now, also, you can grab this light because it is a nice, cheap, early light source. Now, head back to this lovely crash path and make sure to get all the chests on the way over to the building and pick up everything that you get at this stage in the game. You basically need everything. Also, these burnt ember trees are very good because if you don't want to find a burnt ember biome, but you do need the burnt ember, you can go and quickly snag those. Now, once you have made your way to the staircase, believe it or not, you're gonna have to climb it. Once you have made your way upstairs, there will be 2 tote bots waiting for your arrival. Now, you may go and terminate of these 2 rather quickly. Then you can proceed to scrap up everything that you can find. I mean, it is called Scrap Mechanic after all. Now, you can loot these big chests. They usually don't have too much in them, but it is always good to check everything you can find. Now, there will be some fire around here. You don't have to worry about extinguishing it, but believe it or not, it can actually hurt you, so try and stay clear of it. Then right here, the battery will be sitting that you need to fix the ship, but don't worry about that just yet. First, you want to get all the other chests that are lying around. Also, make sure to pick up all the farming supplies. You will need those very, very soon. Now, there's not too much fall damage in this game. Fall damage is kind of random. As you see, I took 9 damage from that. Now, especially around the starting area, you will find a lot of these sunshakes. Now, these are not too useful, but they're good at the start because they will heal a certain percentage of your health when consumed. You will also find this little thingy that you can pick up and place down. So the game wants you to place this on your left and it will tell you how to build a vehicle. But most of the time, this is not necessary because I have faith in you guys that you'll be able to find out how to do it on your own. Now you just go and select the battery in your hotbar, left click on that, boom, power has been restored. Now this little guy over here works. He can craft you some basic resources, but he won't be too useful as of now. Also, you can grab these potatoes right here, a light and a switch. These might be useful later on. There are also some shelves that you can grab here, just for aesthetics later on, but I wouldn't worry about them too much. And also the cardboard, but once again, not too useful at this stage. There's also this scrap wheel right here that you can pick up, but scrap wheels are very, very shit. And then there's this next room back here with some beds that you can set your respawn point on, but there isn't much point to doing that, because by default your respawn point is right outside of the ship either way, so you're really only making it worse for yourself. Now, once you've done this, there will be a little thingy that you can press E on, and now we will complete that quest. The main reason why you want to do that is just to get that out of the way. Now, if you press L, you will now be able to open your logbook with a new little thingy. So you can set a waypoint on the mechanic station, which is not too necessary. There's a very easy way to get there without actually setting a waypoint, at least from the start. Now, as you can see, we have scurried up on a little bot enemy. Now, you will encounter a lot of these on your journey. These are some of the weakest. All right, now you've made it all the way to the second lootable building. I would recommend to loot this one, as you will get a lot of resources that you need at the start, but here there will be some slightly tougher enemies and more of them. But don't worry, your respawn point is just around the corner. So to avoid haybot attacks, you can usually jump over them, and just slowly walking backwards will do the trick. Now, also search through this parking lot. There are a lot of chests here, and they are all worth looting, no matter if you just started the game or not. Alright, as you can see now, it has turned to nighttime. Do not worry, this does not change much except for the fact that you can't see jack. Make sure to yoink everything you can see. Now, if we check our inventory, we have picked up a substantial amount of items. So now we are done with the looting at the starting area. Now you just want to follow this lovely paved out road all the way to your new mechanic station. Now, this road might take a little bit of a longer path, but usually if you stray off the road, then you can encounter more bots, and straying into, large dense forests at the start is not necessarily healthy for you, because big bots in there that you cannot damage with your starting weapon do tend to exist around those areas, so I'd recommend you avoid those at the start. Avoid? Alright, we have now found ourselves on the shore at our mechanic station. Now, this is where you want to go early game. And now if you check out some of my videos, you search up co-op survival, we're still living in the mechanic station, and I'm building a base around it right now. That is the current project. And also tune in every single Saturday at 8 AM now. We are doing a live stream, and we are making some progress. Now, your mechanic station will need a battery just like the ship. Now, if you're wondering where you find this battery, it is very simple. You just... And these little capsules will have basically nothing in them, except for one very specific one, which is the middle one. You will also find yourself an enemy in here most of the time. Try not to die. And then once you've came out victorious, pick up your battery, refine his spine, because that's totally fine. Also, these beds right here, you can set your respawn point. You will want to do this, because what we just ran is not a short distance. So if you do end up getting clapped, you want to be nice and close. I'm just going to go check the rest of these pods, and as you can see, there's nothing in here, so huge waste of time. Now, once you have your battery, you're going to want to take that, put that on your hotbar, and do the exact same thing. Boom, done. Alright, now, we have this little handy thing. Now, this is unlike the other craft bots. This actually allows you to make the craft bot itself. That is why you have so limited crafting recipes right now. But as you can see, we require more component kits. So now, to get these, you need to loot structures. And oh boy. Now, also, before you head out, make sure to find yourself a pod. Hopefully not the middle one, because you will get ambushed by bots and all your stuff will get destroyed. Alrighty, now we are ready to set out on our adventure. And there you go. That is one of the buildings that you want to loot, or that one. So these are the normal buildings that you will loot in your day-to-day life, I guess, in Scrap Mechanic. That's how you want to put it. There are also other structures that you can see over there. Those spawn barely any loot, just some lovely lights that you can steal, and a bunch of scrap wood for free. Oh, this dude wants to pick a bone with me. Sorry, mate. Oh, okay. I'm gonna run for my life now. Just kidding. So anytime you do clap a Haybot, he will drop one of those spines. Make sure to refine it, because if you don't, you're going to get a lot of lag. And also, these things are basically free metal, and are the actual only way to get metal at the start of the game. Luckily, later on you get mining, which will give you some more options that are slightly faster than going around whacking these dudes. Now, at the start, these might seem challenging, but you will eventually get used to, fighting these dudes in your day-to-day life. There's going to be a bunch of these green chests. If you find a garment box, and you're new to the game, you probably want to pick it up, but I'm at the stage where I have every single garment unlocked, so I'm going to go and throw that bad boy on the ground. Now, when you first loot a building, you will see these haystacks. Now, these do not respawn after you break them, so it is in your best interest to break all of them the first time that you are in a building. Now, once again, component kits are one of the... How am I getting so many of these damn garments? I don't need them. But as I was saying, component kits are one of the rarest commodities that you can find, so make sure to pick up every single one of them. Now, the only portable light source in this game is something called a glow stick that you can loot. As you can see, I've picked one up. This thing will give a little bit of a glow around it, which is not very useful, because the night is dark, but not that dark that you actually need a light source. You can also throw one of these, but it is a one use, and it's kind of just going to, sit there, and you can right click it to destroy it. Now, at the top of these buildings, there will be some more chests. Only on the roofs of buildings is there a chance for a gold chest to spawn. These will give you better loot, and have a chance to actually give you a, seat, engine, or something of that type. Also, if you are fighting bots indoors, be very, very careful that you do not get cornered, because if you do get cornered, it's going to be bad news, especially if it's more than just one bot. Now, if you do end up dying at the start of the game, it is not too important as long as you respawn somewhere nearby, and this is why I do not recommend that you venture too far away from your mechanic station until you get, enough food to sustain yourself and enough items that it doesn't really matter if you lose a little bit of some gear or stuff. Now, your hammer and your lift that you do start out with are permanent. You will not lose these if you die, so do not worry about losing these. You'll always have them. You also cannot place these in a chest or place them in any sort of storage. Now, we already have more than enough component kits to go and build ourselves a craft bot. That is the main crafting platform that you will use. It is kind of like a crafting table in Minecraft, just that it's much harder to get. Also, if you get any food from any of the chests, early game or late game, make sure to pick it up because it is always useful. So this is what a gold chest looks like in all of its beauty. Now, let's see if we get lucky. We got a suspension piece. Alright, not too lucky this time. Make your way back to the mechanic station, go ahead and press E on this dude, craft yourself a craft bot. These are the bots you will not want to craft until later. Place down your little craft bot over here. Now this dude will allow you to craft every single item in the game. There are no more advanced crafting bots. Anyways, this is the first half of the tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you found it useful, and I'll be seeing you next one. Bye!